What's going on, and welcome back to Week 17 predictions. Oh my god, it is going by so fast. Let me tell you what. I mean, geez, bro, it's going quickly. But yeah, I guess let's just get right into it. As we first got the New Jersey Jets heading to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I feel like the last time that these guys played was like yesterday because it was last year and Joe Flacco was on the Jets and now he's freaking, I guess, the December player for the Browns. I mean, what is happening to Joe Flacco and Amari Cooper as well? Jesus Christ. Freaking went off against the Texans. I mean, apparently the Browns haven't had an 1,000-yard receiver back to back ever. So, good job, Amari. Not very high bar, but he broke it, so that's good. But yeah, this should be interesting. I mean, I'm pretty sure Trevor Simeon, whatever his name is still the Jets quarterback, so that leaves still no hope. I mean, you're up 28 to like 3, and then or 27 to 3 against the Commanders, and you almost blew it. But good job at I don't know, winning against the Commanders defense. It's not that hard. Okay, that was pretty sad. And the Browns. Hear me out. There are 3 teams in the AFC that are eligible for the 1 seed. And let me tell you what, the Browns are one of them. I believe it's the Dolphins, the Ravens, and the Browns, which is fucking hilarious. Um, but yeah, I guess the Browns and the Lions are just now good nowadays. So yeah, they couldn't be good at different times. They had to be good at the same year. So I'll be picking the Browns because they're just a lot freaking better. And next up, we got the Las Vegas Raiders heading to Indianapolis for the Colts versus the Raiders. Um, it'll be it'll be a game as the Raiders. What? So the Raiders got 14 points off of 2 defensive touchdowns in 7 seconds and didn't complete a single pass after the first quarter and beat the Kansas City Chiefs? I mean, I guess Christmas miracles really exist because any other circumstance, that game would have not happened for the Raiders, but I guess it's just we're in the one universe that it happens, and also sucks for the Colts that the Falcons decided to do something against the one good team that they have on their schedule. So, yeah, Colts are still pretty freaking good for some reason, and I'm picking them here. And so we got another great game for the Ravens. We got the Ravens hosting the Dolphins. Should be very interesting, and I don't know, man. The Ravens were awesome against the Niners. Besides that one safety that the ref was like, "Bro, come on, man, that is total BS." But it doesn't matter, because the Ravens destroyed the Niners, so it's okay. But yeah, the Dolphins getting a clutch tackle to really save their game, as the Cowboys are so far 6-0 on at oh jeez 6-0 if they score on the opening drive. I touched on the opening drive, I believe. And the probably most incredible tackle I will ever see in my life occurred, and Tony Pollard was just stopped. And then, I mean, of course it had to happen, and the Cowboys fumbled, and the Dolphins went on to winning. Thank you, Dolphins. I love you. But now this game, it's really just like basically a tournament at this point. Like the 4 hottest teams really at this point whittled down to now the Ravens and the Dolphins, and they're playing, and it's gonna be really freaking good because I don't know, man. It'll be awesome. But I don't know. With the Dolphins proving that they can beat relatively decent teams as of late, and the Ravens continuing to be dominant, anything could happen. I guess I'll just pick the home team once again, but I would not be surprised if Dolphins win. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's gonna be such a crazy game. It's got the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Remember earlier this year? Yeah, Buffalo. That happened, and not many people are gonna be forgetting that because you lost to the frickin' Patriots. But I guess Bailey Zappi is good. You get your, I guess Patriots fans get their yearly dose of Bailey Zappi, and then he's back to Mac Jones. That'll probably be happening this game if I had to guess. Script writers really getting interesting at this point in the year, but yeah, bro, Bills, they're back. I fully believe that they've just gotten rid of all their mistakes, except we got the Titans and the Texans. Should be interesting. Is C.J. Stroud here or is he just dead? Cause was he like gone for the whole? Is he? I don't know, man. But I think Davis Mills is gonna be doing it at some point. I don't know. He was in last time. Um, but the Titans just finding any way to get into a close game, and it sometimes works for them, but it does not matter who they're playing. They're going to play a weird, close game. I doubt that's going to be changing. And I want the Texans to win, but it's like, is CJ Stroud even alive at this point? I don't freaking know. I guess he's just left Earth because no one can find him. So, yeah. I guess I'll just pick the Titans. I don't like it because I don't like the Titans winning because they're bad, but they keep finding themselves in these weird games that they sometimes win. So, but next we got the consistent AFC Championship game, at least last 2 years. Once again in Kansas City as per usual. This year, however, it's probably not going to be in Kansas City because Chiefs have really just screwed the pooch on it this year. But Bengals looking weird. Jake Browning has been brought back down to earth properly. I guess the Steelers because freaking Mike Tomlin just has to get to 500 because it's against the Torah, it's against the Bible, it's against just it's just against the world for Mike Tomlin not to be there. So I'm sorry, Bengals, that you were in the way. Um, but I don't know if the Chiefs are pissed. They probably should be, but it's like they haven't been doing that well, and I don't expect them to change in their ways so far. But the Bengals with Jake Browning, I could see them winning, but I'm going to take the Chiefs here in KC. It just feels right. Now we got, oh dear God, why do we get this twice a year, man? The Broncos and the Chargers. Yeah. Jarrett Stidham is now gonna be the Broncos quarterback. Bro, Russell Wilson didn't do anything to deserve this, man. I mean, come on, bro. I hope he doesn't go out on this, man. But Sean Payton, if he wants to keep coaching, he's gonna be clear in this Broncos team fully. So, yeah, I guess I'll expect to see Russell Wilson in a Patriots uniform next year. But yeah, oh, the Chargers. Honestly, they've been looking awesome with their new interim head coach. I believe his name is Jiff with two F's, not GIF. So yeah, that's fun. Chargers actually look like they have hope, which that's brand new to the very few Chargers fans still in existence to this day. They're an endangered species, an acquired taste, if you will. And I think they're actually really getting a dub here. New coach, looking good, honestly. Played very good game against the Bills. So, yeah. Sorry, Broncos. You just had to be thrown back into the depths with just the slightest bit of hope. And now we got to the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fun fact, actually. Did you know that both of these teams have the exact same mascot? Because the Jaguar is actually a big cat, which is in the genus Panthera, which is panther, and panther is just the genus. Panther is not an actual like big cat. Yeah, fun fact. I'm glad nobody cared, but anyway, yeah, Jaguars, please win. I mean, dear God, you were like 8-3 and you still had 8 wins like 6 weeks ago, bro. What is happening? Like, bro, oh my God, just don't choke in week 18 against the Colts. I'm pretty sure, but Colts probably did it because they did it with Carson Wentz. But bro, gee, Bryce Young looks good. I guess I'll say that, but took him 14 freaking games. So yeah, Jaguars, just please win for everyone's sanity. And now we got why. Why do we have the Steelers and the Seahawks? Why? Yeah, why? Oh my God, the Seahawks. I guess they're just gonna win in miracle fashion, 20-17. again, or Mike Tomlin is going to get his 500 and then lose in the playoffs if he even gets there. But the AFC is too freaking stacked; it's kind of hard to tell. So, yeah, yeah. Okay, someone just got to hold down George Pickens, and I don't freaking know, man. I, I don't know. I just don't know. Um, I'll go with the Seahawks just to have a little bit of drama for the Steelers in Week 18. But and next up, we got the Dallas Cowboys versus the Detroit Lions. It should be interesting. Lions finally waking up and barely beating Nick Mullins. But I mean, Nick Mullins, I love that guy. I mean, he looks like he got stung by bees, but he was just throwing it up to Justin Jefferson because he's probably down there, you know. You got a close game anyway, so I guess Dak's just gonna throw a couple of drags to CeeDee Lamb and maybe a corner or two, but yeah, I don't know, man. Uh, it's just, I mean, oh yeah, I forgot. This is Monday Night Football on Saturday night. Something's not math in here, if I'm being honest. So when something ain't math, then choose the Lions, because that's probably what's gonna happen. Now we got the rematch from Jonathan Gannon, I believe, the new Cardinals head coach coming back to Philadelphia after making the Super Bowl last year, and unfortunately for him, it's a bit of a downgrade in the Bird teams. You know, going from one of the best to the worst Bird team. But you know what? He couldn't care less. And Eagles, we're gaining some momentum. Finally started to play like the balls that we had last year. You know, those balls that Dougie P left us with, and I think it's going to be gaining our momentum, getting us back into top shape for the playoffs. And I mean, the Cardinals beat the Cowboys, but that wasn't with Josh Dobbs, so I doubt they can do it here. And we got the Rams and the Giants. And yeah, the Giants are terrible. They had like Tyrod Taylor in there for a second. He just kind of threw it up, and it kind of worked at some points, but yeah, got lucky on a couple mistakes by the Eagles, and you got yourself a close game that shouldn't have happened. But anyway, Rams are much better, and they should be winning. Next up, we got the Commanders and the Niners. Chase Young getting his rematch from earlier this year when he was traded over. And yeah, Commanders, you had all the momentum in the world and you still freaking blew it. But yeah, Niners much better. Just win, I guess. I don't know. You might. Who knows? And now we got the most hyped divisional championship game of the year. We got New Orleans Saints and the Buccaneers. I mean, like the fact that this game is going to decide who goes to the playoffs is just it's just so sad. I mean, really, bro? Come on, man. Yeah, we're stuck with it, and Buccaneers have been looking mediocre, but yeah, yeah, they're gonna get a home playoff spot, and I don't know. Saints could honestly very well beat up the Buccaneers, but Buccaneers has been looking better as of recently, and yeah, they'll be going with the Bucks. Next we got and next up we got the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears, Chi-Town hosting Atlanta, and Atlanta, you already used up your good game. It's over for you. It's the end of the year. Get Bijan a couple more carries. I mean, boost his stats, but it's over. Just pack your bags. Give the Bears a bit of hope. And now we got another interesting game. This game has lots of stakes, and I'm talking about the meat. Um, as we got the Green Bay Packers heading to Minnesota, and Packers. Jair Alexander is suspended. So who let him out there, bro? Like Jair, you're from Charlotte. Like, there's a bunch of other people that are from Charlotte that don't do that. Like, it's so funny, man. But yeah, they have that, and they have Joe Barry. So, yeah, that's it's just gonna be a dumpster fire. But anything could frickin' happen. I could see the Packers winning, but with all the negative momentum that they've got going on the defensive side, I'm gonna pick the Vikings. I mean, with Nick Mullins just chucking it to Justin Jefferson, and it sometimes works because Justin Jefferson is the best wide receiver in the league. I think it's gonna be too much for the Packers, and yeah, rest in peace to the Packers season. But that is going to do it for today's weekly episode of NFL predictions. Last week was pretty bad. I didn't get a lot. I mean, I got the majority, but I didn't get a lot. But yeah, I will see you next week in week 18. Hopefully, the season is winding down. But yeah, I guess I'll see you next year.